Good morning, friends. Welcome to my first ever landscape photography POV video. Yeah, today I'm just gonna explore the forest a bit and see what we can do. I set off to challenge myself this morning a bit. I normally use a tripod whenever I can, especially for landscape photography, but I thought today, let's go handheld and challenge ourselves a bit. So I've got my Canon R5C with the Canon EF 135mm f2 classic lens. Beautiful blue skies today, but I'm gonna try and focus on some details. Got the Nisi 6-stop polarizer on there as well, which may be challenging, so I might have to up the ISO. I like shooting at f2 anyway, so I'm probably going to stick to that today. I've got a Tiffin 1/8, or 1/4 actually, Pro Mist filter attached as well, just to soften those highlights a little bit and reduce contrast. So we've got a flatter image to work with in post and get a bit of halation and bloom around those highlights. I did bring my tripod with just in case, but I don't plan on using it. I'm really just trying to focus on capturing shots. So f2. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty damn dark on ISO 500 already. 640. Might have to lose the polarizer for now. Yeah, unfortunately, the polarizer is going to have to go for now. It's just too dark to go handheld. Lovely polarizer if you're using a tripod, but for now, I just want to try and go handheld unless I see a really good shot that I will get the tripod out for. Now we're in business, so reduce the ISO 100. I'll keep it about 320. Just take a shot to get started, and it's looking good. Right, let's carry on. Important thing is always to look behind you. Look at the way you came. You might just pick up something as well that you haven't seen before. I'll be exposing for the highlights here to get a beautiful silhouette there. Right. Would have been nice if we had some fog today, but I didn't see that being on the menu. It is quite a challenge today because most of the autumn colours are pretty much gone now. It's full on winter mode. And while the sun is still at quite a low angle, lowish kind of angle, it's not really, I don't see anything that catches my eye really. I think I've shot that tree before. I don't think that'll do. I think the low down angle works quite well. That's it. I think that'll do. One thing though that's really nice about this harsh light is could always swap over to infrared, which does require a tripod, of course. So I'm gonna do a bit more walking around, to see what's around the next corner. And then I might actually take out the tripod, attach the infrared filter, and get to work on that a little bit. These conditions are perfect for infrared photography because you need the sun, especially if it's at an angle as it is now. It might make for some beautiful, dramatic black and white shots. So, almost got stuck in the mud there. The only thing about the black and white filter that I've got, it's 820 nanometer filter, so it's long exposures. Luckily, with the power of video editing, it won't seem that long to you. So right now, I'm just not feeling this on this. Hang on. I say I'm not feeling it, but actually, every now and again, one or two shots that kind of creep in. I know we're heading to a bit of a forest clearing up ahead. When we get there, I'll take the tripod out, attach the filter, infrared filter, and then we can see what we get. I actually shot that tree up ahead there with the infrared filter before. Beautiful conditions then. It's foggy. Fortunately, we don't have that luxury today. We'll make do with what we've got. Let's do this. Take this one. For a minute exposure on this one. It's alright, it's not the best, but I did see this here. Right by me. Which I'm going to try. The moss might look quite nice on infrared. If I can find it. There we go. Longest 30 seconds of my life. Gonna move on a bit, see what else. Does look quite cool. Now I'm thinking there's a lot more you can work with the infrared filter on. It's a bit more time consuming, and I know I said I'd challenge myself to not use a tripod today, but I've obviously failed that challenge. Right, it's time to move on. So I'm doing a 2-minute exposure, it's almost done. I'm just sort of focusing on this tree in the foreground with the moss as well. Hoping that'll do the trick. Of course, with this infrared filter, it acts like a very dark ND, so I don't think I've got this in focus. Let's have a look. Looks relatively sharp. Might be able to bring it up a bit more in post. Let's have a look. See if there's anything further down here. Oh, there's a bit of a ridge here. Quite like that. Just the moss on the tree trunk there. Let's see. Get a bit of a shot on that. Now we're going to go for a minute exposure on this. We've got a bit of movement in this little branch in the foreground. That would have been perfect without it, actually. But let's see. It's moving quite a lot now because there's a breeze coming through. I might ditch this one and go for that tree instead. That's quite nice. It's a lot less light on that tree though, that's the only problem, so I can't really see much. There's also that tree over there, which is quite nicely backlit. But yeah, that branch in the foreground is proving to be quite distracting. The great thing about the 135mm that I've got on is there's, with infrared photography especially, there's no hotspots now. There's a full list of lenses that have hotspots and don't have hotspots available on the internet. I'll maybe link it down below. With the 135mm, I find at f2 especially, it's beautiful for infrared photography. So I've opted to use the Canon app instead, just precaution, so I don't really want to get any motion blur on the camera while taking a photo, trying to attempt to stop the exposure. Hopefully that works a bit better. So we've just gone over 2 minutes, so I'm going to stop that. At least this way I can preview everything as well. Well, that looks semi-decent, I think. I just can't see if that's in focus. That's lovely though, all the foliage you see is white. And I've just seen something else that caught my eye as well. These little details on the forest floor. It's quite neat. I'm going to try and capture some of this. It's quite nicely backlit. So if you look over there like that. So I want to try and set up the tripod in a way to be almost level with these. Alright, composition's sorted. I'm hoping that should be a good shot. Let's see, I hope it's in focus. What I might do with this, just as a backup, is to take the infrared filter off and just shoot a normal photo, because that is quite nice. Oh. Switch on autofocus for this one to make life a bit easier. Manual exposure. F2. Whoop. A bit too much. Expose for the highlights. I think I prefer the infrared version. So I'm just focusing on the treetops over there. ISO 200, f2, with the infrared filter on, and going for about 1.5 minute exposure on this one. Well, let's see if I got it in focus. So I'm using manual focus as well, because of the darkness of the filter, it's almost impossible to, yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty decent. Let's just see if it's in focus. Yeah, it looks right. Bit of motion blur there. Got a bit of a breeze, but should be okay. Funny how a lot of these shoots never work out the way you think they do. I think that I was planning on challenging myself to not use a tripod, to completely switching over and going for a full tripod and shooting infrared. I wasn't expecting to do that today. Definitely wasn't in the books. But you've just got to adapt to your surroundings, I suppose, and see what's going to work best for the day. In this case, potentially infrared. I'm going to stop it at 1.5 minutes and see what we've got. Not going to waste too much time on this one. Push that a little bit more in Photoshop, I think. But it looks sharp. Looks good, so let's hope for the best. Alright, so before I get out of breath, well, too much out of breath, just want to say thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And let me know what you think about it in the comments below. So, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. hate hills.